The red sky was burning. Dust filled the air, and broken metal was scattered across the rocky ground. The air was thin, the gravity strange, and danger hid behind every shadow. Yet a teen human boy stood there, breathing hard. His name did not matter. He was young, maybe 16. Communication was dead. Rescue would take hours, maybe days. Then he heard the sound, a weak sound. Not human. He followed it carefully, holding a broken metal rod as his only weapon. Behind a fallen alien transport ship, he saw her. An alien girl lay trapped under heavy wreckage. Her skin was a soft silver blue color, glowing faintly. Strange markings covered her arms. One of her legs was pinned, and dark glowing blood slowly leaked onto the ground. Her eyes opened. They locked onto the boy. Fear flashed across her face. Humans were dangerous. That was what her people believed. Humans were violent, cruel, and selfish. Every story said so. The boy froze. He knew the stories too. Aliens were stronger, smarter, deadlier. For a long moment, neither moved. Then the alien girl spoke, her voice weak but sharp. "Stay back, human." The boy swallowed. His hands were shaking. "Lie, I'm not here to hurt you," he said. She laughed softly, then coughed in pain. "All humans say that." The ground around them rumbled. Distant roars echoed through the canyon. Predators were coming. This world smelled blood. The boy looked at the wreckage pinning her leg. He looked at the dark sky. He looked at her frightened eyes. He could leave. No one would blame him. She was an alien, a stranger, a risk. But the boy stepped forward. "I'll help you," he said simply. Her eyes widened. "You are foolish." "Maybe," he replied. "But I can't leave you." He pushed against the metal. Pain shot through his arms. The weight was far too much. His bones screamed. His vision blurred. Still he pushed. The alien girl stared at him in shock. Humans were weak, they said. Humans broke easily. This one did not stop. With a loud crack, the metal shifted just enough. She pulled her leg free, gasping in pain. The boy collapsed to his knees, breathing heavily. The ground shook again. "Louder now. They are coming," the alien girl said urgently. "You must run." The boy shook his head. He pulled a small emergency medkit from his belt and tossed it to her. "Use this. It'll slow the bleeding." She caught it, confused. "Why?" He gave a tired smile. "Because someone should." A bright light suddenly filled the sky. Alien ships descended like falling stars. Armed warriors landed around them, weapons ready. The boy stood slowly and raised his hands. The alien warriors froze when they saw the injured girl. "Princess!" one of them shouted. The boy's heart dropped. "Princess?" The alien girl looked at him differently now, not as a weak human, not as an enemy. As something unexpected. They helped her up quickly. A medic scanned her injuries. She was alive. Barely, but alive. The leader of the warriors turned to the boy. His eyes were cold. "Why is he alive?" The alien girl spoke before anyone else could. "He saved me." Silence fell. The leader stared at the boy. "A human saved you?" "Yes," she said firmly. The warriors looked uneasy. This was not how the universe worked. The alien girl walked closer to the boy. She studied his face. Dirt-covered, young, exhausted, brave in a quiet way. "You risked your life," she said. The boy shrugged weakly. It felt right. Her expression softened. Then she leaned closer and spoke quietly, so only he could hear. "You are too young," she said. "Too small for what this means." He frowned. "What do you mean?" She straightened and stepped back. "Return when you are older, human." "Why?" he asked. She met his eyes one last time. "Because when you do, the galaxy will not be the same." Before he could ask anything more, the alien ships lifted off. Dust and light swallowed her form. In seconds, she was gone. The boy stood alone again on the broken world, but her words stayed with him. Return. When you are older. He did not know why. He did not know how, but deep inside, he knew one thing. This was not the end. It was only the beginning. The boy returned to Earth a few hours later. Rescue ships found him near the crash site. Medics checked his injuries, asked questions, and filed reports. To them, it was a normal accident. A failed training run. A lucky survival. But for the boy, nothing was normal anymore. At night, he could not sleep. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw silver blue skin, glowing blood, and eyes that looked at him like he was something new in the universe. Return when you are older. The words stayed with him. Years passed. The boy grew taller, stronger, quieter. Other teens talked about games, parties, and easy dreams. He trained. He studied alien languages, alien history, and deep space survival. Not because anyone told him, but because something inside him pushed him forward. Humans were still considered weak by most alien races. Useful, yes. Clever, yes, but fragile. He hated that idea. Pain did not scare him. Fear did not stop him. He had learned that on a broken alien world. By the time he turned 18, he joined human space forces. By 20, he was known as someone who never quit. Someone who kept going even when others stopped. They called him stubborn. He called it human. Still, nothing happened. No alien message, no sign, no answers. Some nights, he wondered if it had all been meaningless. Maybe the alien girl had only said those words to comfort him. Maybe she never expected him to remember. But he did remember. Then, one night, everything changed. He was alone in a deep space monitoring station, watching silent stars drift past the screen. Suddenly, the system alarm screamed. An unknown signal, encrypted, alien. His heart started beating fast. The symbol appeared on the screen, a sharp, curved mark shaped like a broken circle. His breath stopped. He had seen that symbol before. On her armor. The message decoded itself slowly, as if testing him. Only one line appeared. You are old enough now. The room felt cold. He stood up slowly, staring at the screen. It was real, not a dream. Not memory. A location followed the message. A planet far beyond normal human routes. A place listed as high-risk. No further instructions. No explanation. Most humans would have reported it. Asked permission. Waited for orders. He did not. Within hours, he prepared a small ship. Fast. Light. Strong. He did not tell anyone where he was going. As his ship left human space, warning messages followed him. Unknown region. High danger. Turn back. He ignored them all. The alien world appeared days later. The same red sky. The same harsh land. But this time he was not a scared boy. He landed near a massive alien city carved into black stone. Tall structures reached toward the sky. Energy shields shimmered like light trapped in glass. The moment he stepped out, weapons locked onto him. Alien soldiers surrounded him instantly. Different species. Different shapes. All dangerous. He raised his hands calmly. I came because I was called, he said. The soldiers did not answer. Instead, they stepped aside. A path opened. And she walked toward him. The alien girl was no longer injured. She stood tall, powerful, wearing armor marked with symbols of rank. Her presence made even warriors step back. She stopped a few steps away from him. You came, she said. Her voice was steady, but her eyes searched his face. You told me to, he replied. For a moment, something like relief crossed her expression. You survived, she said quietly. So did you. He answered. The air between them felt heavy. You should not be here, she said. Many will not accept you. I didn't come for acceptance, he replied. I came for the truth. She studied him carefully. You are no longer a boy, she said. No, he agreed. But I remember who I was. Around them, whispers. Spread among the aliens, a human, alone, unafraid. Interesting. Dangerous. The alien girl turned away and gestured for him to follow. Then come, she said, and learn what your kindness started. As he walked behind her into the alien city, one thing became clear. Saving her life had not been a small act, that it had started something far bigger than both of them, and the galaxy was about to feel it. The alien city did not welcome him. As the human walked through its black stone gates, thousands of eyes followed his every step. Towers rose high above him, carved with glowing symbols older than human space travel. The air hummed with power, and the ground felt alive under his boots. This was not a place made for humans. Alien citizens stopped and stared. Some looked curious. Others looked angry. Many looked afraid. A human did not belong here. The alien girl walked ahead of him, calm and silent. Her armor shined with soft blue light. Every soldier they passed stood straighter. When she moved by, she was important, very important. They entered a wide hall shaped like a giant circle. The ceiling was high, open to the red sky above. Light flowed down like fire trapped in glass. Figures waited inside. Alien leaders, elders, warriors. The human felt the weight of their gaze press against his chest. He did not lower his eyes. One elder stepped forward. His voice was deep and cold. Why does a human walk freely in our city? The alien girl answered before the human could speak. Because he saved my life. A low murmur spread through the hall. Impossible, another voice said. Humans are weak, said a third. The human listened in silence. The first elder turned his gaze toward him. Is this true, human? Yes, the human said simply. No pride. No fear, just truth. The elder studied him carefully. Why did you help her? The human paused. Because she was hurt, he said, and leaving her felt wrong. The hall fell silent. That answer did not fit their understanding of humans. The alien girl stepped closer to him. You see now, she said. To the elders. He did not ask who I was. He did not ask for reward. One of the elders' eyes narrowed, and now he returns. Why? The human met their gaze. Because she told me to. The words echoed through the hall. The alien girl closed her eyes. Briefly, then nodded. Double quotes. Yes, she said, I did. Whispers spread again, some angry, some unsure. An armored warrior stepped forward, taller than the rest. His scars marked him as a veteran. This human risks our laws, the warrior said. If what you claim is true, then he carries an ancient bond. The human frowned. Bond? The warrior ignored him and looked to the alien girl. You know. The rule. Kindness without demand binds fate. She nodded slowly. I know. The words made the hall tense. The elder spoke again. Then the human must face judgment. The alien girl's jaw tightened. What kind of judgment? The human asked. The elder's voice was calm but cruel. If he is weak, he will break. If he is strong, he will survive. The alien girl turned to the human. Her voice dropped. This place will test you. Pain, fear, endurance. The human did not step back. I already decided to come, he said. I won't turn away now. For the first time, something close to respect passed through the hall. The warrior stepped closer to the human, towering over him. You are small, he said. You will fail. The human looked up at him. Maybe, he said. But I won't stop. The alien girl watched him carefully. You are still human, she said softly. You can still leave. He shook his head. I didn't come to run. The elders raised their staffs. Then let the trials begin, one of them declared. As guards moved forward, the alien girl spoke one last time. If he survives, she said, then you will listen. The elder looked at her. And if he does not? She did not look away. Then his courage will still shame us. The human was led away into the shadows of the city. The doors closed behind him with a deep echo. Inside the darkness, strange sounds waited. Creatures moved. Machines breathed. Pain was coming. But as he walked forward, one truth became clear. They still thought he was weak, and humans were most dangerous. When underestimated, the chamber was silent. Cold light flowed across smooth black walls. The human stood alone at the center of the room. No weapons, no armor. Only his breath and his will. Alien observers watched from above. Some curious, some angry, some hoping to see him fail. The alien girl stood among them, her hands clenched. "This trial is simple," an elder said. "Endure." The floor beneath the human moved. Metal plates slid apart, revealing a deep pit filled with shifting energy. Heat rose instantly. The air burned his lungs. Pain hit him like a wave. The human gritted his teeth and stayed standing. The elder's voice echoed. "This field will attack your nerves. Most species collapse in seconds." The energy struck. His vision blurred, his muscles screamed. His body begged him to fall. He did not. He remembered the broken world. The blood on the ground. A stranger's life in his hands. He stayed on his feet. Seconds passed. Then, minutes. Whispers filled the chamber. He should be screaming. Why is he still standing? Sweat ran down his face. His legs shook. But he locked his knees and forced air into his lungs. The alien girl watched in silence. Her eyes were wide. The energy field shut down suddenly. The human fell to one knee, breathing hard. "Enough," the elder said, surprised. But another elder raised a hand. "No, continue." The walls shifted again. This time the room filled with images, fear made real. The human saw Earth burning, cities falling, people screaming. Voices whispered in his ears, "You are weak. You are alone. You will fail." His hands clenched into fists. "This is a fear test," the elder explained calmly. "Your mind will break before your body." The human closed his eyes. He thought of the alien girl's face. Not afraid, not cruel. Just alive. "I'm still here," he said quietly. The voices grew louder. He screamed once, but did not run. The images faded. The room went silent again. The elders exchanged uneasy looks. The warrior from before stepped forward. "This proves nothing. Humans feel pain. So what?" The elder nodded. "Then we test choice." A screen appeared. On it, the alien girl lay injured again, just like before. On another screen, a human colony burned. "Choose," the elder said. "Save your kind, or save her." The human stared at the images. His heart pounded. This was cruel. This was unfair. He spoke slowly. "You already know my answer." He stepped toward her image. The chamber froze. The illusion vanished. The alien girl gasped. The elders went silent. He chose without hesitation. One whispered. The main elder stood. "This was never about strength," he said. "It was about who you are." The warrior clenched his fists. "This changes nothing." "It changes everything," the alien girl said firmly. She stepped forward, standing beside the human. He did not act for reward. He did not act for his species. He acted because it was right. The human looked up at her, surprised. The elder raised his staff. "The trial is not over," he said. "But now, we must fear what he represents." Guards moved in, but slower this time. Careful. The human was taken away again, deeper into the city. As the doors closed, the alien girl whispered, "You are stronger than they expected." He looked back at her. "So are humans," he replied. In the shadows ahead, something waited. Not a test, a threat. And the elders knew it. The cell was small and dark. Cold metal walls surrounded the human. The floor vibrated softly, carrying the distant sound of the alien city above. His body ached from the trials. Every muscle felt torn. His head still rang with echoes of fear and pain. But he was alive, and that alone confused the aliens. High above, the elders argued, this human should have broken, one said. He endured too much, said another. That is not normal. The scarred warrior crossed his arms. Pain tolerance does not make him dangerous. The alien girl stood silent at the edge of the council chamber. Her eyes stayed fixed on the image of the human in his cell. You still do not understand, she said finally. He is dangerous because he does not stop. The warrior turned to her. Humans are fragile. One blade, one blast, and they die. She looked at him calmly. Then why is he still breathing? Before anyone could answer, alarms echoed through the city. Red light flashed across the walls. Intrusion detected. A mechanical voice announced. Outer sector breached. The council chamber froze. The alien girl's eyes widened. That sector is forbidden, she said. Who would be foolish enough? The answer came too fast. A rival alien faction stormed through the city shields. Their armor was dark, their weapons sharp and loud. They had waited for this moment. The human, their leader growled. Kill him, now. Guards rushed toward the cell. Inside, the human heard the alarms. He pushed himself to his feet, ignoring the pain. He knew that sound. Danger was close. The cell door opened. 3 armed aliens stepped inside. You should not have come here. Human, one said. The human raised his empty hands slowly. If you're here to kill me, he said, do it fast. They laughed. Pain exploded through his body as they struck him. He fell, but he did not scream. He rolled, grabbed one attacker's leg, and slammed him into the wall. The guards froze. He was unarmed, injured, human. Yet he kept moving. Another guard fired. The blast burned his shoulder. He bit down hard and stayed standing. You think pain stops us? The human said through clenched teeth. That's how we learn. He rushed forward, not fast, not elegant, just relentless. Outside the cell, chaos spread. Loyal guards fought the invaders. Smoke filled the halls. The alien girl ran. For the first time in years, she broke protocol. She ignored rank, ignored law. She reached the cell just as the last invader raised his weapon at the human's head. Stop! She shouted. The alien froze. Her blade flashed once. The invader fell. The human collapsed to one knee. Breathing hard, blood ran down his arm, his vision blurred. She stood in front of him, weapon ready. You should not protect me, he said weakly. I already did once, she replied. This time, I choose to stand. More guards arrived. The invaders were pushed back. The alarms slowly faded. Silence returned. The alien girl looked down at the human. You are injured, she said. I've been worse, he answered. Around them, alien soldiers stared. Not with fear, with respect. The scarred warrior arrived last. He looked at the broken cell, the fallen invaders, and the human still standing. You fought without strength, the warrior said slowly. The human met his gaze. No, he said. I fought with purpose. The words struck deeper than any blade. The elder's voice echoed through the hall speakers. The council will reconvene, he said. This human is no longer a trial. The alien girl helped the human to his feet. He is a warning, she said quietly. A warning of what humans became when pushed too far. As they walked away together, one truth settled over the city. They had tried to break a human. Instead, they had shown him why he must never kneel, and the galaxy was starting to notice. The city did not sleep that night. Lights stayed on across the black towers. Ships hovered in the sky waiting. Soldiers stood at every gate, weapons ready. News of the human spread faster than fear, faster than lies. A single human had survived the trials. A single human had fought back while broken. That was not supposed to happen. The human sat in a medical chamber, wrapped in glowing bands of light. Pain still lived in his bones, but his mind was clear. The alien girl stood nearby, silent. "You should have died," she said softly. He gave a weak smile. "I hear that a lot." She looked at him, really looked this time, not as a symbol, not as a problem, but as a person. "My people fear what they cannot control," she said, "and they cannot control you." "I don't want control," he replied. "I want understanding." Her eyes darkened. "Understanding has a price." The doors opened. The elders entered, their staffs glowing. The scarred warrior walked with them, slower now, thoughtful. "The council has decided," the lead elder said. The human stood, even though it hurt. "You will leave this world alive," the elder continued, "but you will never return." The room went still. The alien girl turned sharply. "That was not our law." "It is now," the elder replied. "His existence invites war," the human breathed out slowly. "If leaving keeps your people safe," he said, "I'll go." She stared at him in disbelief. "You would walk away after all this?" He nodded. "I didn't come to rule you. I came because you asked." The words cut deeper than anger. The scarred warrior spoke at last. "There is another path." All eyes turned to him. "Our law speaks of bonds," he said. "Ancient ones. When fate is tied, separation brings disaster." The elders stiffened. "You suggest binding the human to our future?" One hissed. "I suggest acknowledging what already exists," the warrior replied. Silence stretched. The alien girl stepped forward. "If he leaves," she said, "our people will learn nothing. We will return to fear." She placed a hand over her chest. "If he stays, we change." The elder studied her. "You would risk everything?" She nodded. "Yes." The human looked between them, confused. "You don't have to do this," he said. She met his eyes. "I already did, years ago." On a broken world, the council chamber shook as voices rose. Arguments clashed. Fear fought reason. Finally, the lead elder raised his staff. "Enough," he said. "We will test not his strength, but his choice." A screen appeared. On one side, a clear path home, safety, earth, humanity. On the other, a path of alliance, danger, responsibility. Choose. The elder said, "Leave and live free, or stay and bind your fate to ours." The human did not rush. He thought of Earth, of humans being seen as weak, of a galaxy that did not understand them. Then he thought of a bleeding alien girl and a promise whispered. In dust, he stepped forward, toward her. "I stay," he said. The chamber fell silent. The alien girl closed her eyes, relief and fear mixing together. The elder lowered his staff slowly. "Then let the galaxy watch," he said, "and judge us all." Outside, the stars seemed to shift. A single human had made a choice, and in doing so, he had changed the future of two species. The announcement echoed across the alien world. Every tower, every street, every ship received the same message. By ancient law and shared fate, the human stands as ally, not subject. Silence followed. Then the city reacted. Some aliens stared in shock. Others whispered in fear. A few bowed their heads in respect. This had never happened before. A single human had been accepted, not as a guest, not as a prisoner, but as an equal. The human stood in the central hall, still injured, still human. Nothing about him looked powerful, and that made it worse. The lead elder raised his staff. "Let the galaxy know," he said, "that humans are no longer judged by stories." A star map lit the air above them. Messages spread through space, faster than any ship. Humans endured alien trials. Humans chose alliance over safety. Humans did not kneel. Other species watched. Some laughed. Some doubted. Some grew afraid. The alien girl stepped forward and stood beside the human, not above him. Not behind him, beside him. Long ago, she said, our people believed strength was only muscle and weapons. She looked at the human. But today we learn strength can be choice. The scarred warrior knelt. Then another, then dozens. The human looked around, stunned. You don't have to do this, he said quietly. The warrior lifted his head. We do, he replied. Because you did not ask us to. That truth spread. Faster than fear. Days passed. Human ships arrive, not as invaders, but as diplomats. They came carefully, expecting hostility. They found respect. The human stood before them, still wearing simple gear, no crown, no title. He represents us? Across the galaxy, stories changed. Humans were not weak prey. Humans were not mindless fighters. Humans were dangerous because they cared, and because once they chose a path, they did not turn back. One night, under a calm alien sky, the human stood at the edge of the city. Stars burned softly above. Alien girl joined him. You came back, she said. You asked me to, he replied. She smiled slightly. I did not know if you would. He looked at her. I'm human, he said. We remember promises. She turned her gaze to the stars. The galaxy will test us now, she said. It will push. It will doubt. He nodded. It always does. She looked at him serious. Will you stay? He did not answer right away. Then he said, as long as there's something worth protecting. That was enough. Far away, unknown powers watched the changes unfold. Some prepared alliances. Others prepared weapons. But one truth could no longer be erased. A teenage human once chose kindness on a broken world. Years later, that choice reshaped the stars. And from that moment on, humanity was no longer small.